You said you'd like to talk more.
Sure.
Okay then, let us talk. Sovereignty cannot be tread upon, for it might bring forth war.
Okay.
With that said, it is one of the main reasons we have the Bill of Rights.
I see. So the Bill of Rights is an obligation of those who take office to uphold.
Exactly. And if breached, it is considered a deprivation of rights.
Right. However, they do this all the time and get away with it. Is there a reason? And why?
Yes. There is a reason, and the reason is through contract. You got to understand that no court can negate the obligation of a contract, and the government have the right to contract, in which you agreed to the terms thereof. And everything you signed is a contract, in which you have an obligation. However, contract law have guidelines in which we all have to follow, else they become null and void. And one of those rules are, you cannot be forced to sign the contract. That means you cannot sign under duress or coercion.
Oh, so that is where you got the word terrorism from.
Exactly. You hit the nail right on the head there, buddy.
All right. I think I am getting it a little. We contracted and are held accountable.
Yes.
So then, marriage license.
A contract.
Driver's license.
A contract.
I know that cell phone, employment, and rentals are contracts, but what about birth certificates, passports, and taxes?
Well, that should be for another time, don't you think?
Come on, we are in a groove here. Can you at least give a brief idea on these?
Well, you must first understand what is secured by the Constitution. Then know what these things are, and understand the necessity of having them. They are documents and properties. You see, every person who would love to serve the people must first take an oath or affirmation to the United States of America Constitution. That simply means they vow an allegiance to secure every single right there is that you have.
Yeah, I get that.
With that said, all these things are voluntary. That simply means taxes cannot be imposed, but a voluntary compliance in a voluntary system. And if you don't believe me, you can watch C-SPAN May 17th, 2013 Xavier Becerra speaking to Stephen T. Miller. However, since they vow to protect your life, liberty, and property, they cannot take anything from you without due process of law. This means taxes cannot be imposed but proposed, and therefore unconstitutional if they force their way to impose it.
Interesting.
Now in the matter of passports, you have the right to move about freely, to go in and out any country there is. Therefore, passports are a contractual agreement and cannot be denied entry to a country without one.
That is some interesting stuff.